Maybe Jonghyun, because I feel like he'd want to do something really elaborate, seeing as he has always painted himself completely blue. Howdy, Meowers.
Hello, everybody.
I'm Vale.
I'm Devin.
You don't even want to know how many times I've introduced myself as Vale. That's a Behi for everybody.
Ooh. BlushCat Behi episode 2 coming out never. No. I don't know when. Keep your eyes peeled.
Okay, so what are we doing today?
Today, we're playing a little game / doing a little bit of an assignment. Multiple assignments. And I'm not talking about homework.
We're doing our Halloween homework.
We're playing, I mean, we're calling it a game, but really what we're doing today is we're taking, we have a list of Halloween costumes, and we're going to be taking that, going through it, and matching it with an idol that we think would wear said costume. And then we're also going to be doing another little activity. We're going to be taking groups, idol groups, or soloists, and we're going to be matching them with the candy we think they would be giving out at Halloween time.
Right. That sounds fun, everyone, right? We're going to be playing this, and it's going to be interesting. It's not what we plan to do at all, though. But we are doing it today for you to hopefully enjoy. If you checked out our Nonsense Association game episode, this will be similar to that.
Yeah, it's like we're making these calls, we're saying these things just sort of based on the vibes and feelings that we're getting from these people at the times, and like, oh yeah, who do I see doing this, that sort of thing. It's nothing more serious than that. And some people might have already worn a certain type of costume before, or like have an association with a certain thing already. We don't necessarily have to go by that. It's not like, well, this person's already done that, so I have to pick them.
Right.
No, we
and
can
they're
pick
not
whatever we want.
We're not making predictions here either or
Correct.
anything. We're just having a fun time for Halloween.
Yes. So like for these costumes that we're going through, like to give you a little better of an idea of the vibe of the whole thing, we've picked some like classic Halloween costumes, some generic Halloween costumes that it's like, okay, you always see someone that's dressed up as blah, blah, blah. And like, who would be that person in K-pop that would end up wearing that costume? Or we also have a couple of trendy ones thrown in that it's like, oh, surely like this is going to be a popular costume this year. Who would be the one to be wearing this popular costume this year? It's just, it's like that.
Yeah.
And we'll give a little bit of our reasoning, or like if we have any other funny like thoughts about it, we'll chime in with those as well. So are we about ready to dive in?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so let's start with, wow, which one do you want to start with, Vale? Let's just, pick and go for it.
I would like to start with animal.
Ooh, okay. So, yeah, some of these categories are a bit more broad, but basically, like animal, it's very popular to see someone dressed up as an animal of some kind. So we pick a person, and we can be more specific and say which animal we think they'd be dressed up as. Are you feeling anything specific?
The first person that I thought of that gives the vibes of would wear an animal costume, and I actually have never seen them wear one, so I don't think that for any specific reason, is Sungmin from Gravity.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
I don't know him super well, but I feel like I can believe you about that. My first thought was Jisung, but he has kind of like, he's been like an animal type of character before, right? Like he was some sort of, I feel like he was some sort of character that had like had ears before, maybe?
Yeah.
So like that's probably where I'm getting that influence from. Jisung from NCT.
Right.
Just in case someone was confusing with a different one. Which animal do you think Sungmin would be?
Well, his like animal, I think, is a bunny, but I don't think. Well, I could see that. But I was just getting like
Giraffe.
No, like dog or like maybe sheep, even though that's extremely random and I don't know if I've ever seen a Halloween sheep, but
I mean, now's the time, right?
yeah, why not?
I think Jisung would probably, I'd have to say, it would probably have to be a woodland creature of some kind. So like a squirrel or a raccoon. Something like that, yeah. Okay, animal. I'll pick one now. How about we go for just the classic ghost?
Okay, ghost. I always, when we do these types of things, struggle to think of any idols. Like, I don't even know what an idol is anymore. So let me try to remember. Yeah.
I feel like I at least like keep thinking of the same ones over and over again. Okay, but no. So there's a couple of like you can be a ghost in a better way, but I'm sort of thinking of who would be a ghost in the like
pathetic way.
Yeah, like just through a sheet over your head way.
Sorry, you can go.
It feels like it should be someone that's maybe lazy about Halloween or wants to be funnily like bad with their costume.
Yeah, when I start to think of it like trying to be funnily bad, as you say, I think of Chuji. JM from Just Be would probably maybe do something like that.
I can definitely see that. That is, I kept thinking of Im Jimin, but I don't know why I was I don't think he actually would do that, but he kept coming back to mind. It must have been a Just Be, like, you know, adjacent factor that was making that happen. Because JM, I can definitely see that. And he would be like laughing like under the sheet.
Yeah. On a more like I have reason that it comes to mind to think it, like I think maybe Angel from 17, Chang'an, we call him Angel. But you know, like he has this whole ghost story. So like that happens to him, so that's why I associate him with ghosts. But I could see him being like a really cool, elaborate, stylized ghost,
right? Like a ghost that like
has a makeup ghost.
Yeah, like has makeup and has like scraggly hair and has like, you know, tattered clothing. Yeah. I can totally see that as well. Those are both really good ones, I think. So would you like to pick another one?
Sure. I would like to do one of the popular in Korea children's characters.
Okay, so yeah, this one, pardon us if you know, can't really like follow along with this one as well, but basically like, you know, like the Teletubbies or like SpongeBob or something, like you might see people dressed up as those things even though they're like children's shows. We're going that route, but like shows that people like these idols might know about, so you still could pick SpongeBob, I guess, but
yeah.
So okay, children's show character Korea.
I think of DKZ.
Oh, yeah, actually, definitely.
I don't know which DKZ member I'd be most likely to see this from. I feel like
Isak.
Yeah, maybe Giseok, maybe Jonghyun because he's good with like the trends and memes and relevancy, but also I feel like he'd want to do something really elaborate, seeing as he has always painted himself completely blue. And that might be like, I mean, I guess there's children's characters that are like that.
Definitely,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely get
He
DKZ.
could be that little truck.
Little
Isn't
truck.
isn't there like a Korean children's show with like a truck? Tayo or something? Tayo? Toyo?
I'd probably know if I saw it, but I have no clue what you're talking
I'm
about.
probably either butchering it or like completely wrong. I mean, yeah, oh my god, I can totally see that. If that is a real thing, I can totally see him doing that, because I feel like that would be like really like jarring / horrifying, you know. It would be that type of costume, and I feel like he likes to do that. But I also can see like Giseok being, you know, a cute children's character. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I would get from him being a children's character. It would not be like, you know, cute Angry Bird style of like, look at my horrifying rendition. So yeah.
I also just will mention two other groups that I think could maybe, I don't know who, but I could see somebody doing it. Luna or Stacy.
Ooh, yeah, okay, Stacy.
Like, I feel like they would.
Absolutely. I feel like Stacy, the whole group could do it.
Yeah.
Like the whole group would collectively have a group costume that was themed after a television show.
Yeah.
I have to try to remember to think of more girl groups throughout this, because I feel like I always think about them second. Okay, let's go with another one, such as Princess.
Princess, okay. I will not think of Ha Sung Woon.
I will not think of Ha Sung Woon. I will not think of Ha Sung Woon. I will not think of NCT. So yeah, there's clearly been a lot of princess iterations that have already happened. A lot.
Yeah.
And a lot from boy groups.
Right.
We've seen this already. So I'm gonna try to actually think of someone new. Like, I don't want to pick people that I've already seen doing these things. So, okay, I'm gonna think of someone new. Now, do I want to think of someone from a boy group dressing up as a princess, or do I want to think of someone from a girl group dressing up as a princess? It's so much less impactful when a girl group, like a girl is dressing up as a princess. It's like, wow, okay, cool.
I do think of Weekly's Jaehee though. I feel like she would.
I don't know her. I'm like, do I know that person? Is that name? No, I don't know her.
Maybe like these people have already done that before. Has she been a princess before? I don't know, but like I really feel that she would, just because it would, like, she'd be like doing it nice and classically, not like some, you know, dramatic iteration.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
Like, I think it would be nicely executed. I don't think she would do like a cheap princess look.
Right.
But I think it would just be, you know, I'm a princess.
Oh, see, I was going to say, like, I don't know if this is going to go against what you would be saying you would like, or if it's like what you're talking about. I was going to say, if a girl was going to be dressing up as a princess and it would be like something that I would be impressed by, you know, or care about or think was funny, I would want her to be wearing like a big cumbersome gown. Because then it would be like, you know, like I would want it to look really pretty, and it'd be like, wow, look at how beautiful her dress is, but also like, this is funny because, you know, usually they're doing them for like they're moving around in some way, and so it would be nice that it would be difficult to move.
Yeah, I couldn't see her doing that. Maybe, but that's not what I was picturing. I was picturing more just, you know, regular shape of like Disney, like, you know, Sleeping Beauty.
Right. Like more of a relaxed fit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, who else though? Who else? Honestly, I can see like Hyungwon from Monsta X. Like, they have dressed up as girls so many times for Monster X-Ray that, like, I can totally see it happening again. And, like, I feel like I would like to see some, I would like to see them pushing the boundaries a little bit with their costumes when they do Halloween things. They always go quite generic, spice it up a little bit. Give us some laughs. Well, no, they have with the T-Rex costume and stuff,
Yeah.
but yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah.
Because I like a tall person, wouldn't that be funny?
He would, like, be able to, like, do the acting
Right.
really well.
Yeah. Sometimes they throw everyone in a princess costume. Their wigs are falling off onto the side, They're kind of fumbling around. Oh, haha, oh, pushing the hair out of their face. And it's like,
I just
be a
remembered
princess.
Boys Planet.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, yes, exactly. But, like, be a princess today, If you're wearing a princess costume, be a princess.
Mm-hmm. Or else it gives us the Ha Sung Woon effect.
Exactly, which in itself is completely iconic. But
yeah. Okay, let's go for clown next.
Ooh, okay, clown. So we've seen some great iterations of this already, but let's find a new one. How about someone from, I don't know why the group that just popped into my mind was Golden Child. I can't even name a person from Golden Child.
They would, though. They would.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Like, I can see that. I don't know who, but they would be a clown. The first person I thought of, I'm really trying to think about the girl groups to, like, consider them, because I feel like I haven't seen as many Halloween looks from girl groups. But I think of Hayoung from Us 9 being like a sad clown.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's like there's so many different types of clowns. It's like you could think of someone being like a really creepy, like, well, there's this scary type of clown. Like, they're supposed to look like horror. But then I'm talking about, when I say creepy, I'm talking about a clown that looks very clown. Like, they look very like children's birthday party.
Yeah, rainbow
level.
wig, red nose,
Yes.
the big shoes, and the
Yes.
bright colors.
Yeah, and I feel like that's even scarier of a type of clown.
Yeah.
But, like, so there's that type of clown, and then there's more of a sad or like a beautiful iteration of clown as well. That's more like a classical
Yeah.
sort of clown look. Okay, I mean, I can't say that I can see that because I don't know who you're talking about. But, like, I know From Us 9's vibes, and so I feel like I can see that, and I feel like I would like to see that, actually. That would be nice, probably. Let's see a whole group as a more, like, sad, classical version of a clown. The whole group dressed that way, that would be so creepy.
Yeah, it really would be terrifying.
Road B.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see it.
I don't know if I can. Honestly. Are you talking about just general clown or the sad clown concept you just talked about?
The sad clown concept that I just talked about. I think it would be more beautiful and better, no offense, if a girl group did that. Because I feel like they could do, like, some sort of, I mean, a boy group could as well. But when I'm thinking of that, I'm picturing a girl group and them doing some sort of, like, oh my girl, maybe? Because they have a like nice, like, lyrical vibe to some of their dances. That would make it look haunting, like, I'm trying to think of something like that that's kind of like brings in the doll like essence a little bit, even,
Yeah. Like Dreamcatcher.
Ooh, okay, yeah, like
Dreamcatcher and Oh My Girl. Yeah, they could do that.
But yeah, like, just for the casualness of, like, a whole group being clowns like that, I, for some reason, am feeling Road B.
Okay.
So how about next we go with Wednesday Addams.
Okay.
So this is one of the trendier ones. Like, I'm sure we're going to see a couple of Wednesday Addams this year. Like, in general Halloween, not K-pop. specifically.
right, right.
So,
I have not seen that.
Yeah,
So
we don't. I don't.
we don't have anything to like actually know. But
Right.
we're talking about the new iteration.
I've got 3 ideas already.
Oh, okay. Share them because I have none.
Okay. Jenny from Blackpink.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I can see it already.
Okay. Q from The Boys.
Well, shocking, but yeah.
And then also, who was the last person? Oh, Leah from ITZY.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
They just all popped into my head, and I was just like, you know what? I could see all of them doing that.
Yeah. I think that those are all, I can picture it extremely easily. They would for like different reasons about it, like Q because of the horror, Jenny for like the trendiness, yeah, and Leah just because I feel like she could execute it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I maybe Yeri from Red Velvet if I had to think of somebody.
Okay.
I could see her doing that.
Okay, yeah. I could see, Red Velvet I could see doing a whole iteration of sort of like horror girl characters.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Wednesday Addams is horror, really, but like, yeah, that would be good. They'll all end up doing it, and it'll be like that one year where everyone was the doll from Squid Games.
Oh, yeah.
They'll also definitely be like a man that is in comedy in Korea that will be Wednesday Addams.
Yeah. Okay, let's do food next.
Ooh, okay. So, in case you're thinking, well, how does someone dress up as food? And you can't really like think of like food costumes very easily. What was popping into my mind for this category was like, I'm a pumpkin, or I'm an M&M, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it could be anything. But like, if you're struggling to think of like, what would someone dress up as if they were a food? Like, there's that vibe.
Yeah. Okay. So this one is difficult, but it's also not. Because I feel like it has to be somebody that is like it's like sort of like the ghost. Like you could do the not trying ghost.
Right.
But it could also have the comedic approach.
Yes.
Maybe, well, no, I feel like I only think that because of the 101. Like I think of when I think of food costumes, I think of the 101 video.
Right.
So I was gonna say Woojin from AB6.
Oh, but
He's
could
already
still
done
see
that.
It's not crazy though. I can see it. I feel like I could also see someone. It's not necessarily food, but I feel like what I'm seeing happen with someone. I haven't picked a person yet, but I'm seeing someone being like a boba tea or like a coffee, like something like that. So, but I don't know exactly who it would be, but I could definitely see someone that like, likes their like drink to like wear a big outfit that is that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm associating because of like the 101 origin is similar to the Kepler origin, but I think maybe somebody in Kepler would do that.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Someone from Kepler, or hey, how about, I feel like she could have a lot of really, like I feel like I could see this girl being a lot of different things. And pardon me for not knowing her name or actually what group she's from. Let me think about this. If I saw her on Game Caterers, then she either had to be in Hive or Starship, and I believe it was the Starship episode, so she was probably in WJSN. And so the girl from WJSN that like had the little purse, her, I could see her maybe being a drink, like a costume.
Yeah.
But like I also could see her being a princess. Like I could see her being a lot of things.
Yeah. Dayoung from WJSN.
Okay. But yeah, so like I feel like there are some people in Kepler that could have vibes similar to that.
Yeah.
And so I could definitely see someone in Kepler being being a food item or specifically like a drink item.
Okay, so
I could see them all being food items, actually. Like, I could see them doing the one-on-one thing.
yeah.
But yeah, maybe it's that association again.
What should we do next? It's your turn.
Okay, how about we go for Harry Potter?
Okay.
I could see that girl from WJSN also being Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But okay, who else? And we're talking like, we're not saying they would be Harry Potter.
Right.
We're
Like
saying
Hogwarts.
Yeah, Hogwarts is probably the best way to put it.
I really honestly feel like he probably already did it, but Yongsung from Very Very, because I call him Ivy League,
Oh, yeah.
but he very well could have done it already.
Yeah, I can see that totally.
Also, I feel like she's definitely already done it as well, but Minnie from Idol, like, I can picture dressing like she's going to Hogwarts. But I really, like, so many idols have dressed like they are going to Hogwarts at some point, whether it's for Halloween or just like a fan sign event where they put costumes on and get given like a robe, or like, you know, they do a special stage, or they're always dressing up as like Hogwarts house robe fits. And so I just, like, half of these idols have probably already done that.
Yeah, it's really hard to like try and like unbiasedly pick somebody.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, am I just picking this person because I think it, or am I picking this person because I feel like I've already seen it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm feeling like someone from Pentagon, but I feel like I've maybe just already seen that before. I still kind of feel like Roni, though. I don't know why.
Okay.
So Woosock from Pentagon, in case people haven't been following along long enough to know our nicknames.
Yeah. Let's do superhero.
Ooh, okay. Superhero. You always see a superhero. We could have had Spider-Man himself be like an option, because I feel like there are so many Spider-Men. But okay, superhero. Let's see. Ryujin from ITZY.
Okay.
Someone from 17, definitely. I feel like I haven't seen 17 in enough costumes. Like, there's so many of them and they've been around for so long. Why have I not seen more costumed content from them?
Yeah, they don't have very much. I think, you know, we've seen a lot of people in the boys be superheroes, but Hyunjae as Iron Man.
Oh,
let's do that.
Definitely.
Maybe he was Iron Man in that one, like, it wasn't for Halloween, but the dance practice, you know, they do the version of it where their masks are up and then when they're down. Maybe he was Iron Man in that one, but like, I want a different style costume than that, because that was like a weird, like, I don't even know how to describe what those costumes were like made of.
When I think of superhero costumes, it's sad that I immediately and only think of them being like a puffy fabric suit. Like, why can no one dress up in a superhero costume that like is more legitimate than that? But yeah, so I think of it being like very, you know, cheap childlike vibes of like, I'm a superhero. But like, if I were to think of someone dressing up like in an actual like cool way to be a superhero, that would change everything. Hyunjae should do like a real like Iron Man suit vibe of costume and like have like a cool moment.
Yeah.
Like, how about, because I said someone from 17, how about like DK as Batman? Because like, I feel like he has sort of like a fearful sort of vibe about him. like I feel like he's jumpy, you know, like he can get spooked easily. But he's tall and he has like a build that could pull off like a legitimate Batman costume maybe, and so he could like pretend to be, you know, like a hero rather than being spooked.
Okay.
You know, it'd be one of those things where it's like, oh, wow, you know, he's going to be like brave. Not that he's like the biggest scaredy cat in all of K-pop or something, but I don't know. I'm pulling at straws here.
Okay.
Okay, now how about we go for witch? Any type of witch costume. There's always a witch. Witch? I don't know.
So yeah, I think that I don't know. I feel like it's getting harder because I'm remembering the more we talk about costumes, more idols and costumes that I have seen. So I'm trying to eliminate those from my mind to have an unbiased response.
Yeah, I feel that. How about someone, I don't know the girl specifically, but how about someone from G-Friend?
Oh yeah. I
can
mean
see
many
that.
of them have done that.
Oh.
But yeah, like I can picture that. This is like weird maybe. But like I'm picturing like a really creepy, like really like I don't know, intricate, more like
Gnarled?
yeah, gnarled witch and Yeonjun from T by T.
Oh,
I feel like he would.
Yes, I actually can see that. Definitely.
Yeah.
It seems so out of the blue, but it makes so much sense.
Yes, that's how I felt.
Like, that is such a good suggestion that I just feel like I'm not even good at picturing things, but I feel like I have seen that already. Like, that's how much I'm picturing it. It just, it's so right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now let's do vampire.
Okay. Vampire. Now, I don't want to go for like cop out vampire. I want to go for like a more an involved vampire costume. There's already been so many people that have thrown a cape on, you know, thrown on some like fangs or some red eye makeup and been a vampire. We've also seen actual Edward.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you might not think of that as a vampire when you think of like people dressed as a vampire, but no, that was another rendition. But I'm thinking like I want to go the more like elaborate Victorian route, which we've also seen before.
I am thinking of Billy, and I'm thinking of Shiyun. I don't know if you know who that is, but she's the first person I thought of for some reason.
I don't know who that is, but yes, you know, wow, more girl vampires. Like, I feel like that's so much less popular to be seeing the girls choose a vampire costume. That would be fire, probably. I would like that. Also, why don't we go with, honestly, I can see, I don't know why, and I feel like they also would probably be something else before they'd be a vampire, so it's probably not that good of a choice. But I can see either Boo or the 8 from 17 being a like elaborate vampire costume.
Interesting.
But they'd be like totally different vibes. But I can see them both doing that for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay. I can also see either like the entirety of the group doing it or like, you know, just like someone in CIX or 9i.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing this is completely not part of the game.
Okay.
But I'm seeing Taehoon from 9i
Yes.
as being some sort of like robot or like cyborg, like some sort of like cool like mechanical type character.
Okay. Very random. Interesting to consider though.
It really like I thought of 9i earlier when I was like, oh, like what groups can I think of? And nine.i came to mind, but then I was like, well, I don't really know anyone from nine.i. And then of course, Taehoon's nine.i's Taehoon. So I thought of him, and then I was like, I don't remember even what I was considering it for, but I was like, no, he wouldn't be that. He'd be. And then I thought of that. I don't know why.
I feel like that's not a common costume.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Which is weird because it's a common thing.
Yeah.
And like, it's common to think of that being like a robot character, But I feel like I don't see many robots at Halloween time.
And it's not like it's that hard to execute because every single little boy in like the 1960s has made a cardboard robot costume. So, I don't think Taehoon's would be like that. I think it would be cooler than that, probably. But okay, let's go next with inflatable. So, the classic giant inflatable costumes, very cumbersome. But very impactful.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Inflatable costumes.
I feel like this has to be someone that is not afraid to be very uncomfortable for the for the entirety of the time that they are going to be wearing their costume, because I can't imagine those are comfortable.
Yeah, probably not. This is a tough one. For some reason.
I can see someone from nine.i though. I can nine.i or Gravity, like the young, we like to have fun sort of groups. I could definitely see someone being like, absolutely sign me up. Like, that is the type of costume I want, no matter what.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially like they, like someone that has the TikTok mind, they'd be like, oh, I know it's going to be great for the memes.
Yes.
Like one of those boys. I don't know who that boy is, but one of them, definitely.
Definitely.
And I don't even know which, the only inflatable costumes I can think of are like the T-Rex or the like person being abducted by an alien ones, but I know there are more iterations.
I think of when it wasn't for Halloween at all, but AB6 had like a thing that they did with Dingo a couple of years ago, and they all had to put on these like ridiculous huge inflatable costumes, like I think was like a chicken, maybe like like a rotisserie chicken, not like a chicken. So like, yeah, they did that, and they were definitely like, having a hard time moving and stuff in those. So I'm also imagining those types of outfits. But honestly, yeah, I don't know who would wear them, so I'm gonna have to probably, Gravity, nine.i.
Gravity, nine.i. I feel like they would want, like they would say to the people, like their manager, whoever is like, okay, we're going to be buying costumes for you guys to do like a Halloween thing. Like, does anyone have anything that they want to be or something? And they would be like, we want to all have inflatable costumes. And the manager people would be like, we can't do that. Like, there's not going to be enough room. Like, there's not going to be enough options. Like, we can get like one or two of those, but like, you can't all be that.
Yeah. Let's go with traditional now. And by traditional, we mean like traditional Korean garb. Yeah.
You see it often. You see a couple different iterations. Maybe someone is a little bit more higher up in the ranks of historical times. But it's all just like someone wearing a traditional Korean costume of some kind. So I'm gonna say someone from, I can't go there because we've seen it too much. I want to say someone from NCT.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like they have so many people to dress that like someone always ends up wearing one.
Yeah.
And also some people are kind of probably don't actually care about Halloween that much, and they're like, just give me a costume.
Yeah. Maybe somebody from N-hyphen?
Oh, yeah. I can see it. Not Nikki, but someone from N-hyphen. Definitely. I had completely forgotten about them as a group. I hadn't considered them once. My bad. Also, I'm feeling like Dahyun from Twice.
I was just thinking Twice. I didn't know who, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, next. We're gonna go with anime character / like straight up Studio Ghibli film character, because this is very popular, very common. I've already got an idea, kind of.
Okay.
It's basically it's kind of adjacent to that category. So I'm saying like you could probably find a character that would work for what I'm thinking of, but I can't think of a character specifically from a anime.
Oh, okay.
Lim Jimin, okay? As like, I don't know if it's Street Fighter or if it's Tekken or what it is, but one of those old Japanese style video games that's fighting, that has the dude wearing like the gi, but it's got like the ripped off sleeves. And he's got like a headband
so
on.
Specific, and I have no clue what you're talking about, but at the same time I do.
I don't actually know the character that I'm thinking of, but basically I'm saying if he's wearing something with his muscular arms being shown and he has like a headband, you know, for like fighting, like surely there's an anime character that looks like that, like, and he would totally be that.
Okay.
Like maybe someone from One Piece or something. Like he could be like, yes, I'm absolutely seeing it.
I think of Sunu from The Boys just because he keeps talking about it, and I'm like, I feel like if he didn't do that, I would be surprised.
Okay, well, I think we've only got one left, right?
That would be Barbie.
Ah, okay, Barbie, of course. Barbie is huge, right? Huge. Like, no one's not going to be Barbie this year.
Yeah.
So who in K-pop would be Barbie?
Wouldn't that actually be interesting if like everybody collectively decided to be Barbie, but like, you know,
crazy.
they were a different Barbie?
Yeah, like everyone was like from the Barbie, like everyone was a Barbie.
Right.
That would be crazy and really creepy.
Yeah.
So we could go for like a classic sort of vibe of like New and Younghoon, because they like to do matching costumes. Well, I say New and Younghoon, but that would be Barbie and Ken.
Right.
Like they wouldn't both be Barbie. Matching costumes. But also I'm feeling maybe
I absolutely can picture that. I also wouldn't be surprised to see that.
Me either. What about Yuna from ITZY, maybe?
Oh, yep.
See that?
I think like maybe also Kepler, like Hiei, could be Barbie.
Okay, I don't know who she is, but sure, probably.
You know, Huning Bahie.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. She like literally has already worn the Barbie outfit. Also, there's not even someone to name here, but I'm just bringing up the fact that I've just now realized I have not once considered Le Sserafim or IVE for
I know.
anything.
Le Sserafim, I always feel like I forget about considering them, and I feel so horrible.
Yeah, like they didn't even exist to me until this moment. It's crazy. But I mean, maybe someone from one of those groups. Maybe
Wonyoung could be Barbie.
Wonyoung could be Barbie, definitely.
I mean, it's trendy. It fits. I feel like, I know he already brought up the boys, but I feel like I could see Songyeon being Ken as well.
Yeah, definitely. I could see that.
Or like, no, I don't know. I was going to say maybe somebody from EXO.
Whoa.
I don't really know who.
I don't know who, but I can see the shock value coming through.
So yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of Barbie this year. Maybe Ken, you know, it's popular. And if people dress up, I feel like we're bound to see more than one.
Oh yeah, probably. Definitely. But that about concludes our ponderings on Halloween costumes in K-pop. Now we're going to be moving on to the candy assignments.
Halloween homework.
Yes. So basically now we have a list of groups from K-pop, and we're going to be just thinking of what candy they would pass out. And pass out, give out,
hand out.
Now, obviously, when people give out candy, they can give out more than one type of candy, but we're just gonna pick one candy that would be like their vibe.
Yeah.
And we can also say like how we think they might like be stylized to give out the candy, like the way in which they'll give out the candy,
Right.
if we have ideas on that, but we don't have to do that. So
this is assigning candy to groups and also one soloist.
yes. Let's go. We're starting with blitzers.
Blitz.
So blitzers, I can totally see them passing out candy. Why do I keep saying passing out?
I mean,
sorry.
it's not that weird.
But it sounds weird at the same time.
Okay.
I can totally see them giving out candy. And I feel like they would give out something that's like scary.
Really?
Well, like in terms of candy, you know, like they wouldn't give out like one of the cute or fun candy vibes. You know how each piece of candy has a vibe?
Yes.
Like theirs would be in the scary category.
The first thing that I thought of was nerds. Honestly, like
Those can be scary.
yeah. I mean, just like the little boxes
Honestly,
that they come in.
the more I think
just
about it, that makes sense. I was thinking like Snickers, but I didn't want to actually go with Snickers because that has so much of like a mainstream vibe to it and like a too much advertising vibe to it. You know, like I don't want a candy that is like that much in the spotlight.
Yeah.
But like Snickers has the right amount of like darkness to it, you know.
I don't literally even remember the last time I've had candy that wasn't like a regular chocolate.
Oh, like candy you'd get at Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember the last time I have, but okay, well, I'm really liking nerds, I suppose. Maybe like a weird type of nerds that's like not normal nerds and you're like, "Oh, I've never seen this variety before."
I'm struggling to remember the candies.
There's like let's just think of a whole bunch of them real quick just to re-jog our memories because there's like chocolate bars, you know, like Twix, Kit Kat, Reese's, you know, those sort of things.
Milky
But then there's
Way, Three Musketeers.
Tootsie
Rolls, lollipops,
Yes.
Mike and Ike's dots,
Gummies.
candy corn.
Like there's like Swedish Fish, but there's like Sour Patch Kids. There's gum.
I could see Sour Patch Kids, honestly.
Honestly, like I could see like when they do like the bag of pretzels that are the shapes of Halloween items.
Yep, I was just gonna say
I can actually see that. Yeah, okay. Our memories are they're getting we're winding up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I think Blitzers would have something along the lines of like something kind of weird like that, yeah. And I think that they would be in costume, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be in costume and they'd hand the stuff out. Just sort of like, they wouldn't be trying to be like scary costumes or anything. They'd just be like classic Blitzers costumes, handing out candy. And they would give kids probably more than one. Like, they would be like, oh, here, take another, take another. Okay, next group. ITZY. I also just really feel like ITZY has the vibe of like collectively handing out candy for Halloween.
Yeah, they definitely do.
And they would wear costumes as well, and their costumes would be like more of like the cheap / kid type looking costumes. Like store-bought princess, you know, like things like that. But what candy would they give out?
I don't know. I get like I don't know what kind of vibes I get.
I think I'm getting full-size candy bar vibes from them.
Really?
Yeah. Like, we give out the good stuff, like we give out the full-size candy bars because we can, and so we will.
Okay. I don't know. I'm like, yes, I do agree, but I also am getting like something small and cute.
Ooh, okay, like a ring pop.
Not a ring pop. I thought of a ring pop, but I feel like another group would hand out a ring pop. Like a blow pop, maybe?
Oh, okay, yeah. Lollipops. That's small and cute, I suppose.
No, blow pop. Specifically.
Okay. I don't know.
I
would be happy.
Let's move on because I don't know. Just be.
Okay, just be. I mean, I feel like I'm going to say I feel like everyone would be in costume in all of these groups because that's the fun way to hand out candy. But honestly, with just be, I feel like I could see some of them being in costume and some of them not.
Yeah, I don't feel like they would be for some reason. I don't know why.
Ooh, maybe like they have like a headband. Like,
oh yeah,
like like ears or antenna.
Yeah,
but like they don't have a full costume.
They would do like the classics, I think, like Kit Kat or Snickers. Like,
yes,
I feel like that's what I'm picturing.
Like they'd go to the store, look at the candy aisle, and be like, "What do kids like? These, right? Grab it and go." And then they'd be like, "Here's your candy." Yeah, I feel like it's a much more casual approach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. How about next we go with 9i?
See, I get ring pop from 9i.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ring pop, candy necklace.
Candy necklace,
like,
yeah.
Very like interactive candy. Fun dip.
Uh-huh.
I feel like there's a baby bottle pop. I don't think they even have those anymore.
Yeah, I forgot about those.
But
I don't even think I ever had one of those.
I don't think, maybe I've had one like once. But yeah, all interactive candies. I can definitely see.
That are like very rare too. And you're like, wow, I can't believe I got this.
Yes, like you only get one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely. I can see that. And I feel like they would, honestly, I feel like they would look like idols. Like they would not be dressed up, but like they wouldn't be like, "Oh, we didn't get ready." Like they would get ready as if they're like 9i.
Yeah.
So, which in and of itself can sometimes look kind of like a costume, like it can be very elaborate. But that's what I'm picturing. I feel like, wow, it's crazy how different it just got. Like all of a sudden it was like, wow, you know what? I feel like their experience would be that. And that is vastly different than the other people's.
Yeah.
It's strong, but it's there. How about next we go with Ive? Yes, see, Ive is being included, guys. Let's go with Ive.
I seriously don't know.
I'm getting like caramels. Like Werther's Original, or like a chocolate bar that has caramel in it. I don't know why.
A little more refined and like elevated though. Like, are those like? I feel like that might sound like it could be the opposite, but it's like that's not what I mean. Like yeah, something for a more like less. I want straight sugar type of palette, and like I want a nice treat.
Right. Well, that's exactly what old people think of Werther's Original. They're like, this isn't, ooh, I get to have a Werther's Original. And it's like, they wouldn't eat candy, but they'd eat a Werther's Original. So I feel like that's the closest thing I could think of that would be that vibe you're talking about. I know you want something even better than that, but that's, it's Halloween.
I think just generally, yeah, like either caramel specifically or like just a little ball of chocolate.
Right. Yeah, like not a candy bar, but like a chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever gotten a chocolate for Halloween,
Me
but
neither.
and I don't think that they would be wearing costumes. I think that they would be I think that they would be their own personal style, honestly. So like Wonyoung might like look more dressed up, but like Liz or Yujin might look more casual. And they would definitely give out like extra candy to the kids that they thought were really cute.
Yeah. What about Promise 9?
Ooh, okay, this one's gonna be a little tough for me because like I feel like I know the vibe of Promise 9, but I don't like know them.
I think Starburst.
Ooh, okay, yes, that is the vibe of Promise 9. Okay, Starburst, yeah. Starburst or like
Skittles.
Twizzlers, but not the ones that are like the generic ones, but the ones
flavored,
that are
yeah.
Yes. Skittles, did you just say that? Okay, yes.
Something like bright, fruit flavored, like colors, like just, and like very like classic, but not like, Snickers or Reese's or something type of classic. The candies, not the chocolates.
Exactly. The candies, not the chocolates. I see that 100%.
Red Velvet.
I'm getting something like candy apples, like a full like product.
Yeah.
Like not a candy, like a like a piece of food in some way,
They would have some sort of like I don't want to say event, but it would be more of like a
display with like like a food item, like and they would have costumes on, and it would be very like their whole like stoop or wherever it is, like it would be decorated and like they would be like part of it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep. That's the vibe. Moving on.
Okay, DKZ
would have the peanut butter.
Ooh.
I think.
Okay.
Personally, I feel like that means, you know what that means though?
That some people might be allergic.
I feel like they would have to include some Reese's in that.
Oh, everyone, I hate to break it to you, but I love peanut butter and chocolate, and they're great when separate. But when they combine, they do make the morning time epic. But I have a big problem with Reese's. I really, really, really have grown to feel that Reese's is so unbelievably overhyped and egotistical in a sense that I just cannot support them. Like the brand, but also I'm just saying like everyone talks about Reese's peanut butter cups as if they are a gift from the god. And I personally don't feel that way about them. Like there are so many better ways to consume peanut butter and chocolate. So
and it's exactly like that does not match with DKZ's vibe at all, but it's the peanut butter chocolate aspect, and it's like that's the peanut butter and chocolate candy for Halloween.
Yeah, but they could have other, like they could have Take Fives, they can have trust me, they'll have better things. But yeah, I can see them having that like peanut butter chocolate vibe and essence of candies being afforded to the public.
Yeah. Okay, now let's do NCT Dream.
I'm getting a mixed bag with them.
Do you mean that literally, or do you mean like they would offer a mixed bag, or
I kind of mean it literally.
Okay.
I also mean it figuratively, but I also mean it literally. Like I'm on the one hand saying, I don't really, I could feel this a little bit, but I also could feel this. And so then I'm kind of just saying, I feel like every individual member would have like thrown their own personal taste in.
Yeah.
And they like wouldn't have collectively like felt a certain way.
Probably.
So it would just be whatever.
Yeah, I do, if I hadn't really considered this one, but thinking of NCT Dream, Crunch Bars came to mind.
Oh, yeah.
But I do also think exactly what you said would happen, and they'd end up with just a random assortment based on what everybody likes.
There'd be gum. There'd be, like the crackers or pretzels that are Halloween themed. Like it'd be random, I feel like.
Yeah.
They'd be like, well, I like these, so let's throw them in. And their costumes would be honestly non-existent.
Non-existent?
Yeah.
Really? You think they wouldn't dress up?
Yeah.
It's NCT.
It's NCT Dream. And I just feel like while they've had some great costumes, wouldn't they just be too lazy?
Whoa.
This whole thing sort of seems like...
I feel like Renjun would definitely dress up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Chanla. Like, how is he going to pass that up?
He's
going to
be
either
watching
way.
Basketball.
He, like, either wants to do it, like... his costumes, though, are always, like, really, like...
But
those all out.
That's just because a makeup artist does it.
I don't know. I feel like, I guess half of them would dress up.
Yeah, it'd be a mixed bag.
Yeah. NCT Dream mixed bag.
Because, like, for them, I don't even feel like there'd be, like, a collective effort to, like, give out candy. Like, it wouldn't be like we're NCT Dream and we're going to be giving out candy.
They'd set it and go.
Yeah, I mean...
Or, like, Renjun would be out there.
Yeah, like, it'd be kind of like, someone get the door, there's another trick-or-treater. You know, like, it just seems to me like it'd be very, very, like, much more of a casual experience.
Okay.
Okay, and then lastly, we have our one solo artist.
Right.
Kong Daniel.
Yeah, Kong Daniel would definitely give out candy.
Definitely.
Like, that's why we included him, because he would do it.
He would be dressed as Spider-Man.
Okay. I think what he would do here is he would offer two options. He would offer the chocolate option and then, like, the pure sugar option.
Yeah, like the jellies.
Right.
Two options. Okay, chocolate
I get Twix from Kong Daniel. He would be that guy that gives you the Twix bar.
Twix bar or, like, just, gummies.
Yeah.
And yeah, he would either, like, I say Spider-Man because he really loves Spider-Man, but I could see him dressed as other things as well. But he'd definitely be in costume, and I feel like he would definitely want to give the candy, but I can also see him, like, having a bowl of candy out if for whatever reason he couldn't be handing out the candy. Like, he would make sure that there could be candy given out.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, well, that is all of our Halloween endeavors for this year.
We're done our homework. I keep calling it that because you said
finished our assignments.
It's so funny. Yeah, our assignments. So we're assigning them for Halloween. Halloween homework. It's not actually homework. Nobody told us to do this.
It's crazy because Halloween initials could be HW, just like homework. It all ties together.
It all ties together.
So yes, I hope everyone enjoyed listening to what we thought that these people would be, like, connected with. But let us know in the comments below if you had any thoughts about these things and, like, who you would have picked or which candy you would have picked, or which one you liked of ours that we picked.
Yes, and also tell us the costumes too. Don't forget we did that too, everyone. Did you just did you enjoy this, or were you like, I'm bored, and you were like, did you even get here, guys? Did you even listen until this part?
Oh, they got here. Our charm had them get here.
Well, if it did, you can like this video to show us that you actually enjoyed it. And if you're not already subscribed to BlushCat on YouTube, you can go ahead and subscribe now and turn on the notifications. And you can also go ahead and follow BlushCat on Spotify. And you can do all the other things that you should be doing to, show us that we made something that you enjoy, right?
Right. Silently liking something is nice, but vocally liking it is a little bit nicer.
Okay. I'm a silent liker a lot of times when it comes
So
to
am I.
YouTube. So I understand if you're listening and you don't interact. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I get it, man. That's me.
Okay, yeah. So that's it. Thank you for listening.
Happy Halloween.
This has been Vale.
And me. Bye.
Meow 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 meow